What's up, guys? This is Borrow, aka Invest Mentor, and thanks for your time and your watching again. Like, thanks a lot. So, before everything, please strike the like and subscribe button down below, and leave some like comments you already have right now down below in the comment box. And I have put some like information, the links in the description box down below, and also the donate link if you don't mind to donate a little bit, because I'm about to lose my job and I'm having no income, and the miserable life is coming to me very soon. So you don't mind. I understand that if you are not rich, if you don't have extra, if you don't have like spare money is fine, but if you are rich enough, like please donate something to me to help me, to support me, to to make the channel to continue, so that even though I'm still like talking about like some shit right now, but hopefully I can survive, and sooner or later, not sooner or later, soon, very soon, soon rather than later, I will got a chance to create something good and meaningful to you, to the audience, to the society, to the world. And but before that, like please hit the like and subscribe button first, and like later on, we can discuss. And for everything, like thanks for your time and watching again. And it's another Friday. Thanks God, it's Friday again. It's been an exhausting week again. It's July 16th. It's as we just mentioned, it's the second quarter earnings season, and we also keep having the U.S. stock record high. So I believe a lot of you, especially for those like wise and experienced investors, have been like making a good amount of money and having a good return along the way. And it just a week, and maybe not only a week. It's about a period of time that uh, for those like gambling style investors and traders, to suffer a lot by trading those meme stock and some of the crazy market movers. And we also talk about all those tickers in the recent live stream and the short video as well. And I'm trying to have a briefing cover. I mean, to cover some of those like major important tickers today. But um, before everything, I want to say it's Friday. Thanks, guys. Friday. And let's check if so far. And I want to say sorry. I have to apologize because today I probably gonna spend more time to talk shit. Because to talk shit. Why? Because it's been like a shitty life for a while, and by I mean zodiac sign, fortune teller, from this June, July. I mean from this like I mean the period of like this like May, June, July are just kind of bad time for a lot of people. And I can totally understand that. I totally witnessed that, and I totally experienced that. So I think like for some of you, like sitting in front of the video as a like a bored audience, probably you have suffered a lot from a lot of shitty things of your personal life, from your family, from your work, from your friendship, from your financial trading investment. So today, other than going to some more details about those ticker and stocks, I mean, why don't we just share some like a shit that we just been through and experienced, so we can talk some shit and just charge and just like just let go some like fucking things that we encounter. Okay, a lot of pressure, a lot of shitty things. So Yeah, I will share some, but if you don't mind, like please share some of the shit you have experienced too in the past couple months, so we can discuss. Okay, and always like thanks for sharing. Let's check. Moonwalk. Yeah, it's not sad. It's not sad. It's just like shit. Shit is not always sad. Sometimes like some shit is sometimes exciting, and you will never know. Sometimes it's bad. It's good. It really depends. Okay. Uh, Yeah, morning guys. But as mentioned, I'm in Taipei right now, and because after my job in the US, I moved to Hong Kong, and because of the pandemic last year, I just temporarily moved that back to Taipei. So it's like even it's like 12 hours later than the East time. So it's like a 10 a.m. in New York, but it's like 10 p.m. in Taipei. So good morning guys, but it's nighttime here, and uh I'm not sure if we have the mood or time to party tonight, but we will try because you know um because like sometimes like we party for happiness, we party for good news, and sometimes we party for shit, right? So, and I believe that for a lot of people, a lot of times we just party for shit. It's like financial investment trading. It's the same thing. It's a lot of time. I mean, I'm not sure if you are a beginner for financial trading investment, or if you're an experienced trader or investor, but like sooner or later you will understand that. Like probably like 80 to 90% of the time, you're just spend your time on shit. You know, it's the same thing in financial market. You read shit every day, and you talk shit every day, and you trade shit every day. You invest in shit every day. You lose the shit out of your pants a lot of time, and just very 10% or even like little than that. You can really enjoy. You can really have some like happiness and achievement. That's life. That's life. How do you think? And okay, so the laugh out loud, you don't have five and kid like yeah, I have some like audience having a lot of like cats too, and the audience was saying, oh, he lost a lot because of AMC in the past couple weeks, and so like his or her cats couldn't even he lost like the grocery money for the cats. You know what? I was like, yeah, if you keep on trade in AMC, you're probably gonna like eat your cats later on. You will have nothing to eat for sure. So just stop trading those meme stocks, stop trading those like supermarket mover as a gambler in the stock market. Because in my short video, in my live stream lately, please check into that when you have time. I mentioned over and over again financial trading investment, stock trading investment is totally different story from gambling. If you want to, if you want to gamble, go to casino. Okay, go to casino. Go buy your lottery. But if you want to do stock trading investment, you better take that as a lifelong journey. Otherwise, you sooner or later you're gonna lose the shit on your pen because uh, based on the statistic around the globe, about like 80 to 90% of those participants in stock trading investments eventually eventually become a loser. Think about the statistic, 80 to 90%. And this statistic has been conducted, I mean, it's compiled by all the researchers and all the institutions in the past couple decades. Okay, it's not just like for the past like a few years, it's for past decades. So it's just the hard rules. You have to. I mean, 80 to 90% of the chance you are going to lose your money eventually. to trade stocks or any financial. So, but we don't want to be the loser, right? We're gonna profit. We're gonna survive. We're gonna make some money by trading stocks and all the financial assets. But how can we become that 10 to 20%? First thing is you have to take that as a lifelong journey instead of one time or just a temporary gambling style. Okay, if you, I mean, for those like gamblers, most of them are become the worst losers in all markets. Okay, so if you're, I mean, for those who lost the money for their pets, for the grocery shopping for their pets, are probably the some of the, you know, the worst gambler stock market. So I cross my finger for you. And let's see. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He, I mean, Jiggly Boo, Jiggly Boo, you lost some money on DD, but it's fine. My friend lost like a couple, like a million on DD already, but obviously DD is something good for short-term trading, but much better for long-term investments. So, do it. I mean, just just allocate some portion for the long-term trade, okay? Because that's gonna pick up like, I mean, sooner or later. And I mean, for me, personal 2 cents, I would do that for at least like the next 2 to 3 years. It's a long-term investment. But for short-term trading, I mean, a lot of people just want to trade. I mean, a lot of people just want to trade stocks like U.S. stocks, like European stocks, or like Japanese stock, and a lot of people want to trade, invest in stocks, do like intraday trade. But why don't you just like, you know, do some research about the statistic? About like 90% of those intraday traders are losing or have like lost a lot eventually. And so who are those 10% as a winner? Um, some of them started as a loser traders from that 80 to 90%, and after years of experience they become a wiser investor. They stop doing like intraday trade because like the thing is like in the market, who are the intraday trader who can make money? They are the intraday trader in those top financial institutions, like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and some of those well-known hedge funds, because they have a really awesome and top-notch in, IT support, the trading system, and the algo. The algorithm like system to support them, and they also have a lot of like investment analysts information to support them, and also like seriously, that's just as true. From time to time, they will always have like insights or insider information they're trading. So they have like better chance. I mean, they have like better chance to make some money as a day trader. But for the day trader, we just sit at home and trade that, and you know, especially for those who just started, especially for those like a beginner intraday trader, those intraday traders just have like few year experience. I believe like 99% of you are just fucking losing money or just making a little. I mean, it's better. I mean, I would say that it's um compare. I mean, in comparison, that would be even better to work in like convenience store, or you know, I forgot the name, but you know, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. So yeah, thanks for your time and thanks for your comments and yeah, I was kind of I was going to see. So when we're young, seems like when we're young, just got some shit. Great Gatsby. Oh, what kind of stock would you buy? I think I will have a briefing, okay? But before that, let me go get a sprinkle coffee and just a few minutes. Stop talking shit like now or later, okay? Right, sorry. So yeah, don't expect too much for the live stream today for some like insightful things because the things like I have a shit to talk. It's like recently I just found out things that I've been trying to research and dig out a lot of serious and insightful things in my short video and channel. But probably because I'm not popular enough and I'm not like influential enough, so most of my audience don't buy it. They don't even understand what I've been talking. So they would like to see, oh, why don't you just talk some shit? And I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, like the way you do the charting is kind of like too quick, or the way you express is kind of like it's not logical. So yeah, I have a lot of like that's a shit. I'm pretty sure probably a big percentage of audience sitting in front of video still don't know what I'm talking about. So that's why I would like to spend a little bit more time to just talk some shit. As we mentioned on the channel and show video over and over again, the channel is not created for financial advice purpose. Channel is created for entertaining purpose and educational. Okay, so yeah, let's try to have some fun. Okay, let's try to have some fun. And but I will still go through some like tickers. Coffee is here. Yeah, I'll invest. The coffee is here. I got a Japanese coffee. And yeah, what's happening? I mean, too loud. The music is loud. Okay, but like it's about like 20 minutes after I just started the stream today. So I mean so sorry about that because I'm kind of like suffering too much shit lately. So even I can't even organize the shit I want to talk very fluently. Kind of sorry about it. And but besides the shit, and I mean later on I will still have some more shit to talk. But besides that, I'm still hoping to go through some of the major tickers stocks we were going to talk like real quick, okay? Because that I'm like even though I was going to talk some shit, but I also prepare some important shit to talk, okay? So the thing is like um the things like the US stock, the US stock just had a record high in last week, this week, in the past couple of days, and of course, like after a record high, it will be a consolidation. We're not sure if it's gonna keep breaking through or like pulling back, and but just during the time of consolidation, not only for the past week or past like few weeks, we already mentioned that a lot of the as you can see here, let's look at my trade. So we can see that the best mover today is like XELA dealer, and so there's I mean there's not an outstanding one to surge like a 40% today. But like in past couple of days, we can see some of the super mover here, as you can see to the left hand side of my trading system. We can see SGOC is fucked up. It's fucked up. After the surge, after the 2-day surge, it's fucked up. Just like what those meme stock did, he just pulled back into consolidation. So if he's still gonna keep pulling back or what, personally, I'm buying it, right? But it's a gambling bit. It's a gambling bit. I was gonna say, for the time of market consolidation at a stock market record high, it's better to be more conservative. It's better to be more defensive and protective for your strategy, for your assets. So we can quick check through all the tickers, all the like super movers, but all of them just had a pullback recently in the past couple of days after the crazy surge. And I was gonna say, when the market go really high, like to have like a record high like over and over again, and it may probably like pull back away in a consolidation. And a lot of news and a lot of like professional and experts says the next crash is are coming soon. So that's why it's about the time to be more conservative and protective. And there are many ways to be conservative and protective. I mean, for those most conservative people, they will just like cash out to put your investment into the um like in the cash category or some of the fixed income funds and all that. And but if you still gonna, I mean, for those who still gonna put some money in like the conservative stocks, some of the banking stock we just mentioned, and some of the FANG stocks, and also like Cathie Wood, like the US stock queen. I mean, the major stock picks would be the good target to pay attention. Okay, so because let's see, you can see XCLA just pull back, Locking Coffee pull back, STFC still because of the like M&A deal is still I mean on the level there, and for SPCE pulling back, SGOC pulling back, MDIA pulling back, and all the pullback are really sharp. Okay, as you can see, it's It's more than 50% pullback. Can you imagine if you have $1 million and sudden few days, half of it, half of the original investment? Can you imagine that? And TPST is the same thing, pulling back. OSAT pulling back. Okay, and so that's how all the super mover have been doing in the past couple of days. We can. So for the meme stocks, all the meme stocks, the top growing meme stocks like AMC at 2%, but you can see nothing. They're not moving up anymore. They're not moving up. And AMC obviously pulling back really hard, and me. So that's why I mentioned my previous short video and live stream saying, if you really want to trade meme stock, don't go for single way. I mean, you need to have a better strategy for the round trade for both long and short. Okay, so obviously, if we go into more technical detail, you can see for like GME, the chart just like break down through the support and keep pulling back. So that's obviously a trend for you to short. But if you can only buy stock, if you only can go long for meme stock, that's really bad. That's gonna be really bad. That's gonna be a lot of shit you have been through in a couple months, especially in a couple weeks, in the past couple weeks. Okay. So Wendy, how bad, how sad. GEO and okay, it's fine. UWMC pulling back. AEMD pulling. DRSL, all the meme stock, and Blink pulling. Palantir, Clover Health pulling. But DKNG is pulling back at a relatively slower pace, and as mentioned, that's one of the major stock pick of Cathie Wood, and a lot of people believe that DKNG would be a good bet in terms of like short-term trading and long-term investment. So for all the meme stock like DKNG is one of the it's one of the major from the list you should pay attention to. And NIO is different story, but still pulling. So you can see, like, even though the US stock market is breaking up to a record high, but all the meme stocks and all those like popular trading stocks up. So it's about the direction of those hot money and those capital. Okay. And COVS pulling. Workhorse pulling. I think the example is good enough. So that's the point. We were saying probably it's about the time to like think twice and be more conservative and protective for your capital investment. And that would be better to if the potential market crash is already coming, maybe. Sorry. I was not like showing my my charting here, my charting here past couple. So. Right. So but later on, if you have time, please like check back into all the tickers to the right hand side of this group. You can see my point was like all the meme stock have been pulling back, and all the super movers tickers to the left hand side of my trading screen have been pulling back in the past couple of days, and all the like meme stock have been pulling back in a couple of weeks. So meme stock and super movers are always the target for gamblers. So gamblers are suffering, right? So we have to avoid from being a gambler, right? So so what can we do? What can we do? I mean, at the time, like the value stock, the value growth stock, and would be better. Would be better for us to look into. As you can see, mention what make the stock U.S. stock market record high. Um, FANG. Okay, everyone know like Google, right? Going up, right? Record high, and then Apple going up, record high. Amazon. Okay, it's a little bit pulling back, but it's still relatively at like a record high level. And okay, and Facebook is kind of the same thing. So these stocks are more protective and conservative due to park your capital. Okay, if you don't know where to put your money, remember FANG, FANG, Google, Apple, Amazon, and Facebook. And for these type of like blue chip stocks, that I mean from a personal two cents, it's no point to do like intraday trading, because the intraday up and down would be just it barely go up and down over like 1 to 2%. And when we do like intraday trading, we want to make like more than like 10 or 20% in one day, right? So if we just like 1 to 2%, or even just like a 0.1 to 0.2% for one day, there's no point for us to do that, because we're also going to be charged for the tax, for trading tax, for trading fee. So for intraday trader, we look for the high volatile stuff, like meme stock, like super movers. But for these value, like blue chip stocks, we do relatively mid to long term investment. If we really want to do like short term trading, we do like swing trade for like couple days, or like few weeks, something like that. So once again, for day trader, for intraday trader, you don't hold position overnight. You trade like by minutes, by hours, by within one day. Or for like swing trade strategy, you trade overnight and you hold a position for a few days or maybe 1 to 2 weeks. It depends on the trend and the pattern. But for investor, but for day trader, for trader, you don't really look at like something over 3 months. For those who look at a pattern or the fundamental over like 3 months, they are somehow called investors. Investors do like a quarter, half a year, like, or 1 year, 3 year, or half, or even longer. That's the difference between traders and investors. So that's also, I also mentioned about that in my other short video. So please also check into that, and also my educational courses. I hope that's really a simple and basic idea, but that's really important and helpful for those who really want to make some money from stock market, financial trading. Okay, because that's the really basic what we have to understand. And so after besides FAANG, I was going to talk about the like some of the major stock pick of Cathie Wood, the US stock queen again. Cathie Wood, the US stock queen, is holding some of the major stocks with the ticker to the left of my trading system. You can see Tesla accounts for over 10% of Cathie Wood stocks. So, okay, let's have a quick check over that. Like Tesla, Teladoc Health, Square, and Zoom Video, and also Coinbase and Draftking. So I think like you can search for a lot of information online for Tesla and all that, but for the 6 major holding of Cathie Wood, I mean, for my 2 cents, from my personal opinion, I think the best target would be Coinbase. What? You can see Coinbase. It just had an IPO on April. Sorry. Yeah, like a few months ago, and after IPO, just like keep pulling back from like 400 from the high of like 430 all the way to be as low as like $208. And but the thing is like I think like most of you have a basic idea about like Coinbase, right? Coinbase is the biggest um cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and it has the biggest market share in the US. Okay, so just think about that. That's definitely with a promising outlook in the future. And let's take a look. Let's take a look into the like if you I think I probably as a trader or investor you must heard of Tiprank.com. So check into Tiprank.com. You can see that the like in Tiprank.com at least we can see like high, average, and low from those Wall Street analysts who rate for sell, for hold, or for buy. Okay, so for Coinbase, obviously, clearly you can see more analysts, Wall Street analysts, are rating to buy this stock with high with a forecast high at $500. $500. Okay, so compared to the chart we just had, Coinbase here, it's pulling back and it's like forming a base, forming a base. If you don't know what is like forming a base, it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be the shit things I want to talk because you just can't understand what I'm doing fucking right now. Okay, forming the base. It's forming the base at around like a $230 to $250. Okay, and Tiprank.com, all the Wall Street analysts say it has an upside potential up to like $500. Its current price is about 220. So if we simply draw like easy or whatever line as a support here, you can see, okay, we can have a support at about like 220 or 210, right? Compared to current price at 220 with the upside potential. So the return potential could be 500 after 220. So that's like 280. And then the stop loss range will be 220 after 210. So that would be 10. So the risk to return potential could be 10 to 20 times. Easy enough, right? Easy enough, right? If you don't understand what I'm talking about, just put some shit in the chat room and we'll talk there. Then, sorry, I have to get some more coffee, and please check into the next stock I was going to talk. The Draftking. Okay, look at it. It's not easy. It should be like easy and simple to understand. Easy and simple enough to understand. Hi. Sorry for being a little bit. Let's have some because the light's really dark. It's really dark. Otherwise, you can see I have really bad blacks because too much less. And oh my god, life is hard, man. Life is hard, guys. So thanks for your time and watching again. Let's see if we have some more here. Coffee. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say the rate if the rating is solid, but you can definitely check into tiprank.com, please. And you can choose to be like a free rider, or you can pay for the premium membership because all the ratings based on those like Wall Street analysts. But there are tens of thousands of Wall Street analysts out there. So I'm not gonna say if it's like a solid or not because nothing's solid. Okay. Have you ever got a solid relationship with anyone? Who's the guy? Arashi JJ, Arashi JJ, where are you coming from? So what are you doing? What do you do? Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Have you seen anything solid in your life? Please make an example for me. Okay, nothing's solid in life. Everything can be really shady, can be really bright. Just depends on the time and depends on the how you look at it. So, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like tiprank.com, the website's there, and the rating from Wall Street. Please check into that. Okay, that's not a comment. That's not a. But I would say mm, that's somehow reliable. You can just take that as a reference. Okay, so if you're here to look for a best bid that you can make like 10%, 20%, 30%, I think you're probably insane, and you probably need to go to a casino. Okay, because I mean, there's about like a 255 working days a year. I would say that a lot of time, like we cannot be correct, we cannot be solid every single, but I think the good chance, and it's good enough to try to be to give some like solid and correct and the strong forecast, maybe 10% out of that 255 days working days, and try not to talk too much. Like we can talk some shit, but we don't talk shit to make people to lose money. Okay? We talk some shit to just whatever. Okay, so but this it's impossible to make correct or strong forecast every single. Okay. So SEC is digging Coinbase. I asking them to build their balance sheet. SEC put Coinbase in scrutiny. It's fine. It's something like if you have been looking after a market, think about DD from China. It's the same thing. I mean, mm, government. I mean, that's just a political risk, and but a lot of time this kind of risk will be just temporary. Will be just like white noise. Do you know what white noise is for stock trading investment? That just happen temporarily. And that's even a good sign or timing for us to buy the dip. It's like what happened to Coinbase, what happened to DD. I mean, at least from my 2 cents, I'm like adding more position in the team I have connection to for the private equity fund and the hedge fund in Hong Kong and Wall Street. They're adding more position. While a lot of retail investors, they just want to gamble. They just want to win money overnight. So they cannot wait. They have no patience. So they get out. So it really depends on what type of trader or investor you are, and what type of information you count on, and what type of strategy you I mean, are you're planning for. Yeah, I think Coinbase is definitely a buy right now. Okay, so someone is asking about Square. For me, I think like for the six major stocks of Cathie Wood, I think like Square and Square and Zoom Video are relatively neutral and something that I will be on hold because there are, I mean, in terms of the risk and return ratio, that's not really good. But for Tesla and Teladoc Health, they're mid to long term investment. That's good. But for Zoom Video and Square, I think for the long run, for the short run, I cannot see. Later on, I just showcase the way you can check into the chart. You can you can check into Tiprank.com and some of the investment research website to have your um to decide your risk and return ratio. But not hard at all to see the risk and return ratio for Zoom Video. But Square, it's just about like 1 to 2, and 1 to 1 or 1 to 2 for the most. So it's not. I mean, in comparison, it's not that worth doing compared to the others. And so as just mentioned, like Coinbase would be a good pick, would be a good bet, no matter for gamblers, traders, or investors. And DKNG is another one that do. Okay, so I forgot to change the screen again, but you can see like in tiprank.com, a lot of like as you can see, like almost a lot of like Wall Street analysts are rating to buy. They're like 14 rating for buy, and only 5 rating for hold, and 0 rating for sell. And they have the forecast to have an upside potential for $80 with a current price at about only like $44. And if you draw the easy simple trend line as a support here, you can see the trend line, the horizontal trend line here. You just drawn by the previous high and some of the previous low, and also according to the volume on those days, you have the support here at around like $44. So between like 44 and it's just it's crazy. Okay, the upside potential could be $80. Between 80 and 44, it's about like 36. So that's a room, and even if you have a support about like 40, the risk to return would be about like 8 to 10 times, right? So I mean, for like short-term trading and long-term investment, a lot of time it really depends on the ratio you make. Okay, I mean, I also mentioned about that in my previous short videos and live stream over and over again. For I mean, it's better to do your trading setup before every orders you place. I mean, we have to decide what's the profit taking level and what's the stop loss level, and decide a ratio first before every order we place. And then we have to stick to the rules unless there is any surprising breaking news like happening occur like in between of the trading we got for the order. Okay. Sorry, someone like Jiggly Boo asked about like baby Doge. Yeah, like everyone's like has heard of like baby Doge, but I haven't done enough research for baby Doge. So uh my personal philosophy is very simple. Like before we are really before I mean really into certain assets, have a not good enough knowledge for certain assets, I don't want to I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. So the stocks like you just mentioned, you check the videos of those like cryptocurrency stocks. That's not only mentioned by me. That's mentioned by the market. That's mentioned by the market. A lot of time, because I'm not. No one can create new things every day. So probably about like 70 to 80% of the things in my short video, in my live stream, I kind of like organize to have I try to organize information from news from the market to have a helpful, insightful briefing for you, and also adding some of the insightful information based on my previous work experience or connection. But it's impossible that I can have all the, I can have like 100% like new information. So so once again, the stocks just mentioned, the cryptocurrency short videos, the cryptocurrency stock short videos, they are mentioned by the market. And I read through them, I do the analysis. I think a lot of them are worth checking into. So yeah, please check into that if you like. But for for what's that again? Baby Doge. I will do some more research. The market is too big, the assets are too many, but I haven't got a chance and time to go into baby Doge. But I would do. I'm not a strong believer for Dogecoin. I was buying some for Dogecoin, but recently I think just uh it's just gonna be a trend to pull back along with like Bitcoin pulling back for the next couple months for the rest of this year, even into next year. But in the long run, in the long run, that's still a trend. Because the next Bitcoin halving will be in 2024. So in the long run, in 2023 or 2024, that will be a chance to pick up. So along the way to pull back, that's just a good chance to buy the dips. And that's the same thing for those like Bitcoin stocks. But in comparison, Bitcoin stocks has less risk compared to cryptocurrency direct. If you invest to cryptocurrency directly, because those cryptocurrency stocks or companies have a portfolio in all kinds of cryptocurrency, and they have like management. They're not just a asset like a cryptocurrency assets to be like trading up and down there out there. So that's a difference. Okay, and especially in the stocks we mentioned, they're like PayPal, like Mastercard, and like Square. They don't. It's related cryptocurrency, but it's probably like 5%, 3%, even 1% of the entire company assets related to cryptocurrencies. But it's not like 100% of the company is related to cryptocurrency. So it's a different thing. We also we keep like telling the difference between gambler style and investor and trader style. Okay, investors, traders, and gamblers. Okay, it really depends on what type of strategy. If you want to do gamble, like there's no point to sit here and just like listening to my shit, and because you're not gonna win. You're not gonna make money by gambling, and after watching all the information through YouTube and that, okay, eventually you will lose. So I really recommend you to not put your money in stock market if you want to do gambling. Okay, it's easier, it's more efficient. You just go to a casino or do your lottery. Okay, so if you want to trade and invest in stock, take that as a lifelong journey and do your research and calm down. Okay, yeah. Okay, so a lot of things. Okay, okay, it's about like I was going to talk a lot about a lot of shitty things for my life recently, but obviously we don't have enough. let's go back to finish for the, I mean, in talking about like DraftKing. Okay, DKNG is the second great. This, I mean, it's another great bet we can have from Cathie Wood. Okay, you can see. Oh, we just mentioned the recent return ratio we can get from the chat from the pattern, and also some of the Wall Street analysts like forecast for the upside potential that could be more than 10 times. So that's also another good bet. Okay, so once again, for the 6 major holding of Cathie Wood, I would say everyone has a lot of information for like a Tesla and the Teladoc Health, while Square and Zoom Video are the neutral target, I would say. And I would say like Coinbase and DraftKings, COIN, DKNG are potentially the best target for us. Okay, so once again, I mean, okay, I really have a lot of shit to talk, but I just don't have enough time. And I was gonna say, all investors say if you suffer losses exceeding 50,000 investing in DraftKings stocks or options, December 20 and June 20, like to discuss your stock until if you're, yeah, of course I'm buying, I'm adding position in DraftKings and what's that, Coinbase. And as mentioned, uh all the information is not from my like nonsense. Okay, I do the research, I collect the information, I organize the information as a briefing to help you, and I also got some insights and information from my connection and past work experience from Wall Street in Hong Kong. So I mean, I really hope that that's one of the shit I want to talk. You know, it's a lot of time. I I try to burn out. I try to stress out to collect a lot of insights and information to talk in my live stream and short videos. But a lot of times, it seems I'm like talking to the wall or like talking to the concrete. People like audience from audience just like keep asking something, feeling like they don't understand what I'm talking about, or I'm just like collecting it or like wasting the time of. That's really, I mean, I feel so stressed out. I'm so upset. I'm so sad because I'm I'm really trying to work hard to get some insights and information helpful, more or less helpful for all audience. So, but but I just have to spend some time to figure out what's the reason, okay? Because I'm not popular, and maybe I haven't got a chance to catch the audience I was going to catch, and you know, because there are 7.7 billion people in the world, right? So I cannot make information to fit everyone's taste, but I'm still trying, and I'm really sorry. Yeah, if I've been like talking shit, if I've been talking shit, which is not helpful and insightful for you, but I'm still trying. So yeah, I believe it's just alive. I mean, okay, let's back to the point for the last couple minutes. Okay, so other than like stock trading and financial trading, okay, a lot of time it's life. I mean, no matter how hard you do, no matter how serious you are, sometimes you just have to face the music, right? Like for example, if you as a guy, if we ever got a chance to chase a girl, propose to a girl, and we're gonna be so serious, we're gonna be so like hardworking, but the girl just don't want to listen to shit about me. So what can I do? What can I do? No matter how serious, how hard I work, doesn't help. So what can I do? I can just let go and wait for the better timing or go for the next one. That's the thing. A lot of time, you work really hard at your workplace or you study really hard at school in schools, and the result is not as good as you expected. And that's life. I mean, but we still, we cannot give up. We still need to communicate. We still need to work hard. We still need to pay attention and do other things. And just do some. I mean, still, we're still gonna have some conviction and make the commitment to that. Okay, so yeah, it's another Friday, and thanks guys, Friday, and sorry about like if like please leave your comments. What kind of content, what kind of styles that will be helpful for you and the majority, and I will try to keep improving on that like going forward. And thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and I really hope that you will have a great weekend. Let's check out more on the next one. See you.